Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Time for my weekly what sold video. We've got 18 on eBay and 2 over on Mercari. Was it 2 or was it 3? Hold on. 2 over on Mercari. So not an awesome weekend with the numbers, and you're going to see that once I dive into it, but I'll take 20 sales in a weekend all day long. So let's dive in. All right, so I hope everyone had a great weekend. It is Monday morning, and I've got packages to do. Yesterday was a busy day. It was my dad's wedding, and the kids were in it. Lincoln was a ring bearer, and Liberty was a flower girl, junior bridesmaid. I mean, when you're 10, I don't think you call them flower girls, but her and the grandkids from my dad's new wife was also in the wedding. And then, little twist, my husband was in it because of being on the groom's side. And then one of the bridesmaids didn't make it. Her son was delayed on a flight because flights are a mess right now. So he was delayed on his flight. He didn't make it in time for the ceremony, and his wife was supposed to be in the wedding. So that was who I actually had to step in and replace. So it was a big spot to fill. But I was actually there for the rehearsal since the rest of my family was in the wedding. So since she wasn't there yesterday or on Saturday, I did the rehearsal and I already walked the aisle and did all the things with them. So they're like, all right, well, we need somebody up there. So Jen, you're on up. You're going to be in this wedding. So it was just like, oh, okay. Like I'm just sitting down there waiting for the wedding to start. And then all of a sudden Brett comes running down. Jen, we need you. So that was it was funny. So it was fun, and it was good to see my dad be as happy as he is. It's been 10 years since my mom has passed, so it was an emotional time just seeing him. I don't know. If you've been through this, you have to know the feelings, but it's weird seeing him moving on, but I know my mom would want him to be happy, and that's what it comes down to. And the fact that even though he's not technically my dad, by blood, he's not. He's been my dad since I was 5. So he's my stepdad, but he's still my dad. He's still the grandpa, Papa, we call him, to the kids. And being there to support and party and eat cake and have fun was worth every minute of it. And now he's happy. So that's the end goal here. All right. So we've got 2 over on Mercari and 18. Is that what I said? Over on eBay? Yeah, 18. But we only have a gross profit on eBay of $760 for 18 items. So I've got like an hour and a half of packing for maybe $300 profit, $400 profit. Like, that's a lot of work for very, very small potatoes. But I do say in my videos that the small potatoes, they do add up. So yes, I'm very thankful of the potatoes we did get, but man, I thought by accepting some of these low offers, like, okay, let's get eBay going. This fuel is fire and get more sales, and it didn't work. So that's all right. I know Q4 is still kicking off now. I know I'm going to be starting to decorate for Christmas now that the wedding is over. With like my brain has to be one day at a time. So one task. If I've got a big event, let's focus on that. So we got to get through the wedding. The kids, like I said, they had fun. I'll put some pictures up because that was another perk of my husband being in the wedding is he had to be in a full monkey suit setup, and he was adorable. So got some pictures with him. I ended up not getting a whole lot of pictures with the kids. Lincoln's 5, so he was just my feral animal running everywhere. There's a lot of the professional pictures with him, but I didn't get to retake a family picture of all 4 of us. No, I didn't. So, oh well, we'll have to wait till the professional ones come out. But there was some good pictures of just the kids and then hubby and me. So it was worth it for that too. Okay, so we have small ones. Okay, we've got K. No. What's this first one? Garfield. Where are you, Garfield? All right. All right. He was in the bag to keep him safe. It is Christmas window decals. 'Tis the season, right? Like I said, I'm getting ready to put my Christmas stuff out now that the wedding's done and it's time to put my Christmas hat on. So you can definitely expect that in the next week. Because I don't know about you, but in our house, I want to have all Christmas up and running by Thanksgiving. So when family comes over at Thanksgiving, my Christmas is decorated. But my normal Christmas setup takes me about 3 to 4 days to put up. Not kidding you. Like, at least. So this year, my goal is to kind of tone it down. Like, I don't know, the stimulation and the stress. Like, why do I do that? To spend days decorating, and then you get to enjoy it for 3 weeks, and then I get done and put it all away. Like, I don't know. I think this is the year I don't want to ship into this because it says $15. But I definitely want to simmer it down. I know the kids will be sad because they love it when I make the house blow up in Christmas, but they have to remember that that's not what Christmas is about. So it's okay if we tone it down a little on the decorations. I'll still put my town. I'll still put all my Christmas trees. I don't know. Maybe I love to say this, and then I know I'm full of baloney. I'm going to end up doing all my Christmas stuff. I don't know. Okay. Sorry. I see Christmas and it makes me think of it. So these little guys, I did not pay $15. This is just the bag that I reused. So I think these were like 50 cents at the thrift store, and it sold for $10. Yeah, it's small, but I've got little bags it's going to go into, so it's going to be super easy to ship. And they're really cute. All right. So that's a small potato. Then we've got an even smaller one. This little guy. I had like 3 of these. I think this is my last. Yeah, this was my last one. It took 3 years for them to sell, but eventually they sold. These little owls were in a free basket. They were free. So 0 cost. However, my cost is storing it for 3 years, but eventually they did sell, and now it's just get them out of here. I'll take whatever offer was sent. So this one was $12. Looks like it's free shipping, but again, he's just a little owl. I don't even know what he goes to. It's called a Schlick Bayala Fairy in Flight Winged Glam. That's got to be a movie, a book, a series. I don't know. So, I don't know. It's worth $12 to somebody, and off it's going to go. And we've got a shaver. This little. Okay. There were some noises. Hiccups. 5,000 series. This had to have just been $1 or $2 at a yard sale. I didn't put it in my spreadsheet, so shame on me. But I know I would not have paid more than that for just one random little shaver. But these are a bolo. When you can find some Philips shavers, some of these guys can be worth some big money. But what's great is you can sell different parts of the shaver. So this is the shaver itself, no attachments. Just make sure you clean the blades, because people are very picky when they get their shavers, even though they're used, and it's sold for $15. They still want it to be in pristine condition. So you can take all these little heads off. I'm going to take my little air. And dust off these little cooties. But again, it's a used shaver. So I'm sorry, Johnny, but you're not going to get a brand new shaver for $15. And I think it was free shipping. So yeah, $16.56 must have been on sale because that's a very random number, and free shipping. So yeah, that little dusting job was about all you're gonna get for that $15 shaver. All right, then we got a remote. I'm telling you, I haven't even broke $20 yet. Like, that's how small these are. Remote. This was one that it went to a player, a DVD player. Player didn't work, so then I parted out. So I'll throw away the player itself, which this week I threw away 2 of them already, and I've got another one right here that I need to test again that was returned. And if I test it and it doesn't work, no, it's going to go in the garbage. I'm not going to resell it. I'm not, like, that's where I was reselling still ones that are 4 parts, which I need to go through my pile. But I'm done doing that. No, like, it's not even worth it, because it's going to take forever to sell, and then someone's going to get it and realize, oh, I didn't realize that the DVD didn't work, even though you bought it 4 parts as is. They didn't read that part. So no, I'm done playing it. So if it didn't work, we're going to part it out ourselves, sell the remote, throw away the DVD player. It doesn't work. Don't redonate it. Don't, like, no, it just needs to go, be gone. And unless, okay, maybe you're someone that thinks this does need another life and you know somebody to give it to, or maybe you do donate it with a little note that says VCR doesn't work. Spoiler, that's usually what it is. It's the darn VCR side. It eats tapes. And that's what I'll put on the one that's listed as is for parts, eats tapes. Has tapes for breakfast. Like, that's what I'll put in there. That this thing, I've tried the cleaners, I've tried the air, I've tried playing tapes, and it just eats them. So there's a process that you can fix it. I don't know that process. So sure, I could always put a note on there and redonate it, but what if they take that sticker off and then someone else gets bamboozled buying the player and not working? Like, how many times do we have to re-rinse and repeat? No, I don't want to do that to somebody, because I just bought it for $10 and it didn't work, so I'll make $10 on the remote and then get rid of the player. Okay, I don't know. That's my brain right now. So this little guy sold for $7 plus shipping. So I'll take it. Just a little Sony remote. Shipping was high, so that's why it ended up taking so long to sell. You'll notice the background is all white. So those are things that I've had for probably 3+ years. It's been a while since I changed my background of these pictures. So those white backgrounds, I didn't go back and relist. I didn't check and make sure things were wrong with it. Yes, that is something you can do in your business. That's kind of a smart thing to do, but now I'm too overwhelmed and there's no way I'm doing it. But go back to your old listings and relist them. Check your listing for shipping details. Make sure the pictures are good, your descriptions, and your pricing, because prices change. Today it could be worth $15, but next week it's only worth $5, or vice versa. It's worth $5 right now, but fast forward 2 years and that's a $50 whatever. Like, it's smart to keep on top of your inventory, but that ship has sailed. I have over 1,000 items in my store, and there is no way I will ever get to that point. I think my only ending point is when this room blows up. Like, there's no way I'm going through all this inventory. It's just, no. I say we're going to during like a slow season, but then it never happens, and then a fast season comes. Because I get like 2 fast seasons. We've got the pre-Christmas when the snowbirds are coming in, and then we have in the spring when the snowbirds are getting ready to leave. And like, it's a very busy time both times. And then during the Christmas break is when we should be tackling my inventory, or during 150-degree heat, we should be tackling my inventory, but I'm sourcing in other ways. So if I'm still out there going to thrift stores and going to my bin stores and still bringing inventory, there is no downtime. I don't know. The struggle's real. So yes, stay on top of your inventory. That's the point of that. If you can do it, stay on top of it. It would definitely be worth it. Because if I could relist half of this stuff, I'm sure it would eventually sell. And right now, my trick is just doing a sale. So I have all that old stuff 30% off. It's about to go to 50%. Like, it needs to get the heck out of here. So if it's a 3-year-old item, people are going to be getting some crazy good deals. Because it's probably something wrong with it. Something wrong with the listing. Like this, $7 plus $10 shipping? No, it's not $10 to ship that stinking remote. So, yeah, I put something in there wrong. I probably said it was 2 pounds or something, and it's definitely not. All right, back to shaver world. And we're still not at $20. Is another shaver piece. This is the base. These do not go together. These are not, like, this is a Braun. This is a Norelco, or Phillips and Braun. So they're 2 separate pieces. But this one was at my bins on Dollar Day. And it's one of the little guys that you put the fluids in here, and it'll wash and clean your brushes of your shaver. Very fancy. It's like, I think it's the 7 series, so the 7,000 series of these shavers. They're like $90 to over $100 shavers. This is just the base. No power. It's just the base. I thought it was worth more, but that's okay. It sold for $11.50 plus shipping. So again, I paid $1, so we're probably profit maybe $7. I was about to say maybe 6, 7. Please tell me I'm not the only one that hears that way too often in their day. But no, I think it's about a $7 profit. That's my guess. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where these kids are thinking this whole 6, 7 thing. I don't know. Depending where you are in your life cycle right now, like, having anyone probably middle school and under, I'm sure high schoolers are even doing it. Oh, I don't even know what it is. It's some like basketball player who's 6'7", and now everything is 6'7". Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But it's like engulfed in my brain that whenever I hear it, it instantly goes to that. Like, I was about to say $6 or $7. No, like, that's where my brain goes. All right. Sorry. We've got a Cressy snorkel. This guy is new. He's torn right there as if it was about to open, but it wasn't opened yet. So it is new. I paid Resi is at the bottom. Spew. Go all the way down. And I paid $3. And this guy, we finally did it. $25. Free shipping. So we finally broke 20, but it's still, I'm telling you, small potatoes today. Very, very small. All right. We've got an Air Physio. What is this? This little guy. It is an airway device. Kind of that gray area. I know you cannot sell medical devices on eBay. Period. If it's a medical device, if it says RX, prescription, anywhere on the box, do not put it on eBay. This did not. So, that's where that gray area comes in. It's kind of a medical device, but it just clears mucus out of your lungs. So you have to breathe into it. Like, it's not putting anything into it. I think it's just a breathing technique. Yeah. I don't think just, there's no fluids. I think it's just like a deep breathing thing. I don't know. But I paid at the bins, $3. I don't think it was the same day, but it was a $3 buy, and it sold for $28. And I actually have 3 more of these. So the beauty of a multi-quantity listing is now that one sold, the others should be selling pretty darn soon, because it'll start notifying people, oh, look, you missed it. Somebody else got it. You better hurry. And the others start selling. So there's definitely science behind that. But yeah, $28 from a $3 purchase. And I get to sell 3 more of them eventually. All right. We've got an Air Max case. Apple Air Max. This is just the case. It's not the Air Maxes. I have found these at the bins before. The Air Max. Pretty crazy. They're like $500 headphones that are totally overrated, but I have found them for $15. It was glorious. This, $1 Day. It's just a case. I don't think it's OEM. I don't think it's factory. I think, does Apple put stuff on their stuff that says that it's factory on these? I don't know. But that's all right. It was $1. And it sold for $25. Free ship. Ooh, no. I think it's plus shipping. There's a $10 difference between sold and total. So, plus shipping. Wow, they paid $8 shipping? All right, bro. Sorry about that. It should not be $8. I mean, shipping has gone up. So maybe that's just me saying that it's less and it really won't be. But he's just going in a poly mailer. Like, it's rubber. All right, we've got a fun hat. A very old fun hat. Again, you'll notice the trend. The background is going to be different than my current backgrounds. These were $0.25 to 50 cents at a yard sale. I don't remember because I didn't put it in the spreadsheet because it's really old. So it's a Michelin hat, old, vintage, sold for $25. Again, it's crazy how many smalls. I mean, it still adds up. So we had over $700 just on eBay, but there's still a lot of work ahead of me. All right, then we've got AT&T handset answering system. As you can tell, this is an Amazon box. This was definitely a bin find, and I believe it was $5 Day. Yeah, this was $5 Day, and it sold for $40. Free shipping. So not a huge one, but that's all right. I don't know if I'm going to box in a box it or just stick a label on this box. Undecided, but if I do, I'll probably just stick it in a poly bag and then stick the label on that so you don't see the label of who it is or what it is, especially right now at the holidays. Oh man, I've seen so many people get their Christmases ruined because the way things are packaged. Like Target was one that just somebody shipped something expensive. It wasn't even big, so it could have gotten a box. It's not like a play set or something that, no, it doesn't fit in a box. This was a small toy and it came from Target unpackaged. Like, no, you guys, like, kids, they're gonna see this stuff. So, no, just in case that's a gift to somebody, I will bag it and then ship it. But it's in here solid, so I don't feel the need to double box it. All right, we've got a Bugaboo butterfly car seat adapter. I said $10 on my spreadsheet. but that's a weird number. So this had to have been at a garage sale or an estate sale, because my bin store, there's 11-day, and then it's 8-day, and then it's 5-day. So if I put a 10, it was definitely not from my bins, but it was probably at a yard sale. So $10, and it sold for $40. They probably got it from Amazon. There's an Amazon sticker right there. Probably as a gift. I don't know what the 13 means, because I didn't pay 13. But we're going to leave that on there. Sometimes I'll just put a sticker over that to show that, like, to hide it. I've done that before. But, all right, $40. That's all right. And again, he's just going to go into a poly bag because I'm not boxing in a box it. We've got a sunshade. This little guy. This was $1 a day. $1. And he has this little bag. I don't even know what it does. I think it goes to a stroller. I don't think it goes to a car. I think it, no, you know what? I think it goes to like a kid backpack, where you wear the kid as a backpack, and then little Johnny needs to have his head covered, so this goes over his head and over your own head. I think that's what it is. Okay, I forget what those are called, but like a hiking bag, but your kid sits in it. They're pretty cool. If I were a hiker and could carry my child, I would. But Lincoln's probably, gosh, he's got to be like 50 pounds now. Like, he's 5 years old, maybe 40 pounds. I don't know, but he's heavy, and there's no way I can be carrying him on my back, especially if we're hiking up mountains. So I don't think that's for a 5-year-old, because you got to be really strong for that. Ooh. Oh, I was testing an A word. I can't say her name because she's always listening. This was in a free pile this week. So I was plugging it in and setting her up, and she works. That's where that little bing bing, I think either Amazon delivered something or someone's at my front door. All right, but that was in a free pile. Of course I'm going to get that for free. I don't know if I'll keep it in this room or sell it, but it was free. Okay, we've got some beans. Oh, these have been annoying beans. Everyone is playing the offer game, so I just need to get it the heck out of this house. They are mighty beans. I don't know. I got some at, I think it was at a yard sale a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like 4 of the little beans, and Lincoln saw them. They were $1. I just gave them to him. So he plays them. You can roll them, and they can like race each other. So you don't open the bean. He was very disappointed. You don't open the bean. But there's different characters, and you collect them. This is like a 90s thing for sure. What is this from? It's got, oh, 2003. All right. I was a senior in high school. But you collect them, and this is a whole set of them. There's 3 boxes, brand new. Get them out of here. I took an offer of $35. I think I listed them at like 70 was the going rate, and nobody wants to pay it, so I just need to get rid of it now. I probably paid, oh, I put it in my spreadsheet. Beans. What did I pay for you? I paid $2 at an estate or a garage sale, and $35 plus shipping. Again, I'm ready to get rid of them. When someone plays the offer game on something so many times, I'm just tired of seeing the item. Like, it just needs to go. So there's another thing that sold today on the expensive ones, and it's one that I'm just tired of the offer game. So if somebody really wants it and they want to play that game, just get it. Just get it. I need room for more stuff anyway. All right, we've got an iRig Pre-2 microphone set up for iOS. So it's just this. It's a tech thing. This was $5 day at my bins, and it sold for $50. Free shipping, but again, poly bags. You guys, I use those like, I don't even know. They're amazing. So if you don't have any, definitely get some, because poly bags are great for the items that you don't want to stick a label on, but you also don't have to box it because it's already packaged in here. So no, Amazon would stick it in one of their bags. So why shouldn't I? All right, we've got a Happy Napper. I don't want to pick it up. It's at the bottom of the pile. It is a Blue Shark medium sleeping bag. And I know exactly why this took so long to sell, because I paid $5. It sold for $21. Took an offer plus shipping. They paid $58 for this napper. I messed something up on that. There's no way it's $30 to ship this. $33 they paid for shipping. Where is this going? North Carolina? Yeah, it still wouldn't be $30. So I'm sorry to Christina who bought this in North Carolina because that shipping was too high. But you got a good deal. It ended up being on sale. Yeah, 30% off. And I took offers. So really, it's still the same amount. It's still $58. That's what it would have been if they paid full price and correct shipping. Instead, they got a sale and then shipping that I messed up on. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay, well, they're going to be happy with it because really that's value of anything is what you're willing to pay for it. So I know some people attack when resellers charge too much for shipping or they charge too much for whatever. And it's like, no, if you're buying it for that much, you're agreeing to that amount. So old Jennifer, I used to refund a lot of the overpaid shipping. And then I'm like, wait, no, they know what they're paying unless they ask. If they're like, oh, shipping seems high, can we come down on it? And then I'll tell them, yes, if I can get it shipped cheaper, I will refund you the difference. And most of the time, yes, it will give them a refund. But if you don't ask, then you know what you're paying and you're fine with it. So, all right, we've got a fun one to test. This was a $3 bag at a garage sale or an estate sale. I think it was a garage sale. Was it? Where did I get this? I know it was $3. I think it was a garage sale. I'm going with it. But it's like an iPod, but it's by Zune, Zune. This one is a 30 gigabyte, so it has its charger, which looks kind of like the old iPad charger, or iPod charger. It might even be the same, I don't know. But it has it, it's tested, plugged it in, it's got lots of music on there, and it sold for $69 plus shipping. Yeah, $70 for this little guy, and again, it was fun to test it. I love testing these. I have an iPod addiction. I've probably got like 15 of them that I found over the years. I need to start selling them, but it was fun collecting them for a while. And now I need to get rid of them. But this guy sold in a matter of days of listing it. Like, I just listed this last week. Okay. We still haven't even broken 100. I think we've got a few items that'll break 100. 2 to be exact. Oh, no. 1 will break 100 out of the 18 on eBay. Wow. All right. This is a fun one. This one Lincoln has, and I have one for Liberty. She doesn't use it. She's 10. It's too cool for her. But he loves his. And so it's called a Tony. If you have little kids, grandkids, or kids of your own, this is the best invention to try and keep them away from screens, from tablets, any of it. So Lincoln uses it to help him go to sleep. And he has, probably 10, they call them little Tonys. Those are the little guys that sit on top of your Tony box, is the Tony little figures. They've worked with all of the Disney characters and all of the Nickelodeon characters, and then they have some that are their own, but they all do stories and songs and books, and they're amazing. Like, there's one that's the little dinosaur. Oh, what is her name? I don't remember, but she sings really cute songs that are not annoying, and I love it. So this was actually at the bins later in the day, too. It was probably an hour after opening. People didn't know what this was. Unless you have kids, you wouldn't know either. And it was $15 day. And I just took an offer. Again, Christmas is coming. People want to find some good deals. Black Friday is coming, or already has come, according to the internet. But with those other sales going on, you've got to come down on your pricing, too, if you want things to sell, at least before Christmas. So I took an offer, and it sold for $70. But it's brand new, still sealed, and this is going to make one kid's Christmas very joyous. They have a Tony's 2 out now, and I thought about it. Like, no, we are way too... Luckily, they were smart that the Tonys still fit on the 2. Oh, that would have been an epic fail if people have spent a fortune. Like, people have hundreds of these little Tonys as their collection. Like, the parent is more obsessed than the kid is. And it's like, oh, that would stink. You get the upgrade and then all of your old Tonys don't work. That would be awful, awful marketing. So luckily the new one still works with the old Tonys, and the new Tony box, I don't even know what it does. It does a couple extra fun things, but I'm like, no, I'm not spending another $200 on a Tony box when we already have one. And then we had a second one that Libby had. And then I think I had a third one that I sold. Like, I'm finding them in the wild. They're just little boxes. They're usually red and blue. This gray one I've never seen before. But they're actually pretty small. And it's just looks like a speaker almost, because it's got the sound in it. So yeah, if you've got kids, you've got to check this little guy out because you put the little figure on there and it automatically just starts singing. And then their ears is the volume, and then there's headphone jack so they can listen to it by themselves. It only plays for, depending on the actual Tony. Some of them are 20 minutes, some of them are an hour. And then these little custom ones, I feel like this video should be sponsored by Tony. These little custom ones, you can add your own songs. They have a whole marketplace that you can go and put all your ABCs and 1, 2, 3 songs on there. There's one that, oh, it's the cool one. I do want to find one. People make them. So there's a little figure that people have painted and they made it a little baby Jesus. And then you could put like the Bible songs and the Sunday school songs and, oh, it's cool. But you have to be crafty to know how to paint these. But people sell them on Etsy and I just need to get one because it's adorable. So, all right. That's a Tony box if you didn't know. I highly recommend it. Sold for $70. So you can sell it or you can gift it to a friend or a grandkid. All right, finally, $100 item is another one that we played the offer game. This was a $200 perfume. Cologne? Smelly stuff. I don't remember if it's, I think it's male, so I'm going cologne. I paid, what did I pay for this? Armani, $2.50 at an estate sale. So I listed it, I want to say 200. I don't remember now. And it went on sale, did the 30% because I've had it for over a year or close to a year. And this person really, really wanted it. So they sent me a message saying they love this. It's so hard to find it right now, but can you come down on the price? And we finally went back and forth and I took an offer at $100. I paid $2.50. So yes, I can sit on it for another year waiting for another buyer to pay more, or I can do the right thing, take the offer and find more. I found it in the wild. So chances are I'm going to find something else like it at the next estate sale. So it's okay to take these offers and do the right thing and make somebody's day, and you're still making profit. So you can be the middleman. There's no shame in it. I don't think I'm a middleman. I think this just made this person very happy. But I'm still fine if they were a reseller. Now they want to go and sell it for $200. High five, power to you, because I've had it for too long. That's a fun thing that eBay does now. When you get the offers, it will say how many days it's been listed. And that is eye-opening. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that says it was listed for over 200, 300 days. Like, oh my goodness. That's why I'm fine taking $10 on it, because it needs to get out of here. Why have I had it for 300 days? There were some, I don't think it was today's sales, some that were 500 plus days. So yes, if you sent me an offer that I've had in my store for over a year or 2 years, you're going to get the offer. Like, it's just, it blows me away how long some of this stuff is that I've had in the store. And why I still have it, 99% of the time, is because I screwed up on the shipping settings, but that's okay. It happens. Or it's an item that just changes its value. Okay, we've got 2 on Mercari. I don't want to forget. Still 2 smalls. So yeah, of all of the 20 sales, only 1 sold for $100. No more. It was 100 even. Like, that was it. Everything was $100 and less. Huh. Maybe that should be my title. I don't know, but you're going to see this at the end of the video, so you're already going to know what the title is. All right, Jennifer. We've got a breast milk chiller. These little guys are, I mean, it's worth it. I've found them when they were worth a little bit more, but this one is new. It's brand new in here. It is a case that holds your breast milk. So I know I've kind of joked about it before. I'm like, well, your breast milk is all ready to go. But this would be for people that need to leave. Like, say you're going off to work and you need to go drop off your kid at a nanny's house. Not in my life, but dropping them at the nanny or to grandma and grandpa's, and you want to keep your breast milk fresh, you can put it in this. Or you're going camping, or I don't know. You got to be creative to think like this. But it's a breast milk chiller to keep it chill for 20 plus hours. Wow. I hope you have a pump, or you are going to explode if you didn't use it in 20 hours. All right. Enough talk. But this guy sold for $40. I paid $15. I should not have paid $15. I found these on cheaper days, but when I bought it, they were kind of going fast. More people were learning about them. So I'm like, oh yeah, it won't be here on $8 day. So I'll just get it for $15, knowing that it will eventually sell. But $40, again, someone got an offer. They sent an offer. I took it. Let's get it out of here. And then last but not least on Mercari is going to be a Ninja processor. It's just the top. But my favorite saying is when in doubt, part it out. This is one of them. So this was at my local thrift store for $4. No base. It was literally just these. And there's two of them. They were $4 a piece. And I know Ninja parts sell by, like, they sell as parts all day long, especially if they have the blades in there. They're in good condition. Like, there's no testing it. Like, what is to test? He's in here. It works. It spins. Like, there's no power to it. So what are we testing? So it sold for $30. Again, offer. I think I listed it at 40. So I need to get rid of it. It's kind of big. It's taking up a lot of space. $30 out of 4. Let's do it. All right. So I've got a lot of packing to do for very little profit, but at least there were some good items to watch for and lots of items to not watch for. So at least there was something to learn. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and grab in the description. I've got two things, you guys. I talk about my spreadsheet a lot. If I put it in my spreadsheet or I'm looking at my spreadsheet, that's what I'm looking at when I'm talking to you guys about what I paid for my item. That spreadsheet is called the Desert Dashboard. It is my spreadsheet. It's the one I use on the daily, as long as I remember to use it. So it is available in the description. Use coupon code DESERT10 and you get $10 off of that copy. It is a one-time investment, and then it is your spreadsheet for life. So you're not paying a monthly charge that all the other spreadsheet systems offer. It's just one time, and then it's yours. It's on your Google Drives, so you can use it all year long. And then it's me. So if you have questions, you message me, and if I come out with new versions, you will get it for free from me. I'm just here to help you guys make your eBay listing and business that much easier to keep track of, because I know that was one of my biggest regrets early on, is not keeping track of your inventory. So that's how you do it, is to keep it in a spreadsheet, and I've done that for you. It's got lots of like calculations and platforms, and you can save all your miles. It does more than just your inventory. It also does deductions and other important eBay stuff. So in the description. And then for free, you can grab my BOLO list. Be on the lookout. Top brands to look for as a reseller. That's down below as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And it's not Thanksgiving. No, that's next week. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.